Welcome to New Thought Tuesdays with Rich Smith and Dean Regan. I'm Dean Regan.
Hey, and I'm Rich Smith.
So, directors, do you know how to conjure up abundance, joy, and inspiration on your set? I mean, where do you look for the answers you need to bring abundance, joy, and inspiration to your set and to your life? So today, we're going to help you explore that idea of inner confidence, that idea of inner peace, and share the secrets for creating a perfect environment. That's what we're going to do here on New Thought Tuesdays.
Awesome. Inner peace. How do you find it? Where is it? It's within. It's within your own mind. Oops. That's where it is.
Well, first off, we're going to just apologize that we're not having our live interaction today on Zoom because today is actually Sunday. We're pre-recording this. I've got some important family obligations. I want to be there for my family, and it was directly conflicting with New Thought Tuesday. So that's why we don't have the Zoom component today. And we're peaceful about it. We worked it through, and we've got peace about it.
Yeah.
And today, since it's Sunday is the day I do a lot of work at my spiritual center, and today was Celestial Sunday. We had our musical ensemble working, and it was something else, but peaceful it was not. So today, we're looking at the Science of Mind 365, and this is the direction we're going in. So let me just read this first paragraph, if you would. When you're having an experience of not peace and you want to experience peace, Ernest Holmes suggests that you say, today, we say to ourselves, our experience is enriched by perfect faith. Our affairs are in keeping of eternal mind. We live in the divine presence. We are guided by infinite wisdom and sustained by limitless love. And I was saying to Rich earlier just today, it's like, I'm so grateful for this, because just as I read this, I relax. I feel a sense of relief when I can invoke my faith to counteract the appearances that are going on around me. And that's what we're going for.
Yeah, that's great. You know, today we say to ourselves, our experience is enriched by perfect faith. That sounds so much better than my experience today is total confusion, nothing's going right, nothing seems to be going my way. But when you go back to the faith in what, Dean? You know, faith in something greater than you, working in and us and through you, something that is peace itself that's working through you. You know, faith in what? I think that's what I would like to talk about today, is finding the faith in something that allows you to find peace. Peace that passes understanding, you know. As Ernest Holmes says here, our affairs are in keeping of eternal mind. We live in the divine presence. We are guided by infinite wisdom and sustained by limitless love. It's great reading. Thanks.
Well,
so what about you, Dean?
The place that we look, you were talking about that this infinite spirit works in, through, and as us. And I believe that the place that we look is to ourself, our sense of higher self, but our sense of self, that we look to ourselves and acknowledge, as we've been talking about earlier in the week, that we are enough. Everyone around us is enough. And to allow in that experience to be open to, with curiosity, what is to unfold here? I think sometimes when we're in the rehearsal process, we're on set, we're in the studio, wherever, and there comes a sense of turbulence, and great creativity can come from turbulence. It's not that turbulence is a bad thing. Sometimes turbulence can be really harnessed, and you can ride that turbulence with a sense of great peaceful creativity. But when turbulence becomes destructive, when it becomes emotionally and personally destructive and interpersonally destructive, that's when you got to take a look and say, okay, today our experience is enriched by perfect faith, and our affairs are in keeping of eternal mind. And give yourself the talking to talk yourself off of that turbulent shelf.
Yeah, perfectly said. We're consciously receiving guidance from on high. To me, just connecting with that divine presence within allows me to find peace, the peace that passes understanding. And so I just keep going back to that. I keep going back to my principles, that right where I am, God is, right where I am, peace is, right where I am, harmony is, because that's what God, divine presence, represents. That's what it is. It is the peace. It is the harmony. It is the joy. And I find solace in that. I find comfort in knowing that I am connected to this. And here's the thing, it's measured according to your belief. If you believe that there is something out there, something that is peaceful, harmonious, joyful, that's working through you, then that belief is going to make it happen. It has to. It's law. You're setting a law into motion for peace, harmony, and joy in your life. And this other stuff that's going on, it has no meaning to me. It doesn't have meaning. The only meaning that is real to me is the understanding that this peace is out there, this joy is out there, this harmony is out there, and I'm drawing it in to my life through my connection with the infinite, what I call the genie within.
And it's out there and you're drawing it in. It's in there and you're allowing it out. It is everywhere present. Sometimes our perception, sometimes our perception is that it's not there. And that's an appearance. Well, I think the first thing we got to do, and it's not always particularly easy, but I believe it gets easier and easier, is to just identify that you're believing that the environment is not filled with the sense of creativity, a sense of goodness, a sense of peace, that you're seeing conflict or that you are expressing conflict. Recognizing that, okay, I'm experiencing this and I want to express peace. I want to experience and express peace, or I want to experience and express creativity. What is it that you want to experience and express? And go to that place in yourself, regardless of what your perception is of what's going on around you, and celebrate that. And, you talk about, we've mentioned this before, take a breath.
Yeah.
This whole idea of taking a breath, it stops you. It aligns you. It says to your body, your heart, and your soul, you're going off onto a tangent right now. Let's come back to center and really celebrate and acknowledge the truth, your truth. What is your personal truth right now? And that's where that whole taking a breath in it, and breath, it's a spiritual unfolding, this idea of breath. Talk to us more about your take on breath, and Rich, and how it works into your spiritual practice.
Yeah, breath is the life force energy within you. It's the thing that gives you life. Without it, we wouldn't have life. Life wouldn't be able to exist on this planet anyways. So to me, it's the life force energy. It gives me a reason to express myself creatively. If I can take a breath, breathe in, breathe out. There's this exercise you can do, and, we teach it, where you breathe in, hold it for 7 seconds, breathe out, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 seconds, 0 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 seconds, 1 seconds, Hold it for 7 seconds. Breathe in. Hold it 7 seconds. Breathe out. Hold it for 7 seconds. That is really super empowering. It allows you to find that space in between the anxiety, in between the fear, don't worry, the stuff that you feel is missing. You just be still and you allow the consciousness to well up inside you during the few 7 seconds of not breathing, holding it. Yeah. Hey, Dean.
I'm sorry, you want me to talk now? I'm too busy
Yeah.
breathing. Breathe in for 7 seconds.
Hold it 7 seconds.
Hold it for 7 seconds. Breathe out for 7 seconds. Hold it for 7 seconds. I love that. I love that. Thank you for sharing that with us again, Rich, because I mean, yes, we're doing our New Thought Tuesdays here and all that, but I'm grateful to be experiencing a sense of peace and through that. Thank you.
Yeah.
And so as I'm experiencing this sense of peace, I want to look to my truth. What is your truth? And when I look to my sense of truth, what is the truth that I know in this moment? It may be related to what you're trying to do in your creative endeavors, whether it's being to create something on a film set, in a studio, in the art studio, in the accounting firm, in the law firm, wherever you are being creative. Look to your truth. And then after this breathing, allow yourself to state your truth with a neutral charge, not a negative charge or a positive charge, but just, this is my truth. Not inflicting a sense of judgment on others, not commanding a sense of apology on your own self. This is my sense of truth. My sense of truth right here and right now, Rich, is that I am so blessed to be here on New Thought Tuesdays with you and with our community of super seekers. As I sit here on the ground level of our home, I am so grateful and moved to be able to participate in this form of spiritual practice that it's almost impossible for me to fully express it.
Yeah.
That's my truth right now.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I feel the same way. I think that, finding your truth within your own mind is going to bring you peace. Whatever that is, it'll bring you peace, the peace that passes understanding. I know my wife, she's amazing. So she's an artist, and she finds that peace creating her art. She goes to the studio, she said, I'm taking the day off today, Saturday, and I'm going to go to the studio and paint. And she finds a peace in that. And if we can't find a peace in the work that we're doing as creatives in the entertainment business, we probably shouldn't be doing it. So really, you got to find peace within it. And then when you find the peace, the expression will be peaceful that you're expressing out into the world. So, yeah.
And two, again, I want to get back to the whole thing of, we're not advocating that the world must always be peaceful. I mean, you must always express yourself from a neutral position. We get to live life. We get to dance and wrestle and run and play and sleep and do all kinds of things as human beings. This is what we are given free will to do, to create. What we're talking about is when you are feeling a sense of not peace, that is providing a negative experience in your life, that you want to experience a sense of positivity with, potentiality with, and take that potentiality and bring it into actuality.
Yeah.
That's what we say, great, here's what you can do to gently realign yourself and get out of your own way.
Yeah, Reverend Michael Beckwith would say, you have to become the peace you want to experience. You have to become the joy you want to experience. You have to become that, and then you'll experience it. So you got to look within and find it. And yeah, I totally agree with you. Sometimes contrast in your life, things aren't going the way you want, and it creates a little bit of anxiety is okay. However, if it's destroying you, your relationships, and your creativity, you got to find a way out of it. And that's why we're here on New Thought Tuesdays, to help you find a way out of that anxiety through tapping. We have a free tapping course that we have online on New Thought Tuesdays. You want to tell them about that, Dean?
newthoughttuesdays.com. Please go to newthoughttuesdays.com and sign up for reminders about New Thought Tuesdays. And when you receive a reminder, you'll get an email on Monday morning, and you'll get our private link for the Zoom communication where we share thoughts together after New Thought Tuesdays as a community. And you're more than welcome to join us there. Also at New Thought Tuesdays, we have a 5-day tapping challenge, which is complimentary. We give it to you as our gift of love. It is a marvelous way to center and feel energized and more confident. We also are coming up with a 6-day tapping intensive where we take what you learned in the 5-day and we just shoot it to the moon, Alice. We really amp it up. We also have our mastermind inner circle that we are interviewing for. So as the community grows, we will grow our mastermind inner circle, and we have an ebook that is on confidence. So that is also coming up. So that's all that you can find at newthoughttuesdays.com. Go there. Please. And also the idea of when you see us on Facebook, please, you know how this works. Go ahead and comment and get our algorithms up and our numbers up and give us thumbs up. And on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to our New Thought Tuesdays YouTube channel. Yeah. So that's all of our stuff. I would want to get back to, there's some more that Ernest Holmes writes, and listen to this for a second. Just breathe this in, folks. Today we say to ourselves, we are part of eternal wholeness. We live, move, and have our being in this spirit of good. We are consciously drawing upon this spirit for inspiration. We are continuously receiving guidance from on high. And we remember that the Spirit is not far off, but ever at hand, diffused through us. Today we remember that love is the great lodestone of life, that joy belongs to the Spirit, and that the life more abundant is at hand. Today, we carefully watch all our thinking, being certain that it sees in everyone it meets a reflection of the divine image, a copy of the divine pattern, and a manifestation of the life of spirit.
Beautiful.
And I breathe that in.
You. And hold it for 7 seconds.
If I breathe it in, I hold it for 7 seconds. I breathe it out for 7 seconds. Yeah. So Rich, this word, because there's a word that sometimes doesn't bring people peace. It's called the word God. Folks, just a really quick caveat here. If you have an issue with the word God, no worries. Intersperse with that the word that says to you infinite intelligence, infinite wisdom, infinite creativity, spirit, universe, vibrational heights, whatever. Just global search and replace in your hearing that word or that which means something to you. This word, it's just 3 letters. It's easy to say. And that's where we go here on New Thought Tuesdays. We believe that God is good, good is God, spirit, universe.
The infinite filmmaker.
The infinite filmmaker. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So whatever you want to call it.
Well, my friend,
it's all the same thing.
We are up on our time here. We're almost there we are at 20 minutes. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we close out with an affirmation?
No, just remember what Dean said. Comment below, give us a thumbs up, a like, and especially with the comments, because we look at these comments and it brings up ideas of what we can be talking about. Knowing what challenges you're going through allows us to address those challenges during these New Thought Tuesdays, especially in the after session when we go live and we talk and we bring you up on stage and have conversations about this stuff. Unfortunately, we're not going to do that today because Dean had some other commitments, but in the future we'll be doing that.
Well, and if you have challenges, or if you have what we call demonstrations, if you have some good news to share, share it in the comments. Share how these principles are working for you. Share your experience of the 7-second breath exercise. Breathe in for 7 seconds, hold it for 7 seconds, breathe out for 7 seconds, hold it for 7 seconds, breathe in for... it's fabulous, fabulous. So share that with us. So, all right. So I'm going to close out here with another affirmation that Dr. Holmes gives us in Science of Mind 365.
Awesome.
We will see you next Tuesday. And with these final words, whatsoever things are good, lovely, and true, these things I think upon, these thoughts I entertain in my mind. Deep within me, there is a feeling nature that reaches up and out and grasps the full significance of the consciousness of good for myself and others.
That's great. Thanks, Dean. So we will see you on New Thought Live every day. We good?
We're good, and
Okay.
we're out of here.
Talk to you later.
Welcome to New